Hi, everyone, and welcome to Wednesday Wisdom. I'm Melissa Peshka with Essential Life Mastery Coaching and Healing. Today, I want to talk to you about traumatic experiences. As most of you know, I am grieving my little girl Noelle, who went to become an angel last week. And I wanted to talk to you guys about going through the traumatic experiences. When you go through a traumatic experience, you actually experience grief. So you have to go through that grieving process before you can begin the healing. And it is going through that grieving process is part of the healing because you can't heal what you don't feel. And allowing yourself to feel those emotions. So when you go through a traumatic experience, what's the first thing you want gone? The first thing you want gone is the feelings. Okay, you're feeling the pain, you're feeling the grief, you're feeling the hurt, even anger. Because grieving doesn't necessarily just pertain to death. It pertains to anything. It's the loss of something. Could be a job, could be a marriage, could be a relationship, a friendship. It could be anything. And you're going to grieve. That's part of the process. So you want those feelings gone. You just don't want to feel anymore. You don't want to wake up anymore and feel the feelings. You want to just feel better again. You want to feel the way you felt before that traumatic experience happened, right? You wish you could just rush the healing, but you can't. You have to go through that process. You have to go through the trauma. You have to go through the grieving. And then once you come out on the other side and you've checked off all the trauma, all the grieving boxes, then you can begin the healing. Then you can begin to realize that there's going to be life afterwards. This traumatic experience is not going to define you. You have to choose to not be the victim. And this traumatic experience didn't happen to you, it happened for you. Because everything that we encounter in this life is a lesson to be learned, experienced. And there's always something that we have to learn from it. Whether it's a bad experience, a good experience, there's always lessons and there's always knowledge that we gain through the end of it. Um, you know, when the true healing begins, that's when you start to take your life back. Okay. And a lot of that is acknowledging what happened and accepting it for what it is and what it's brought you. Releasing the unhealthy feelings, changing those feelings. You always tend to think of the bad instead of the good. Well, you can transform the way you look at those things and don't let it define you. And you transform those feelings and those emotions into what it could have been or the positive, the flip side. So with my pup, she was only 8 years old. She would have been 9 on Thursday. And she started getting sick. And she was a healthy pup on Wednesday. And on Friday, she was gone. And what happened is through, examination and x-rays and stuff, we realized she was a really sick pup inside and she never showed it. So, we made the choice to let her go peacefully. And had we not, that little pup would have been arthritic. She wouldn't have been able to walk. She wouldn't have been able to get up. She had, we believe, cancer in her lungs, in her chest area. And she would have endured pain from that and sickness from that. So we made that choice to let her go peacefully, because to let her live would have been a selfish thing for us to do, is because she would have been suffering so much. And we all know animals will do anything for their human family to not let them see that they're suffering, because we care so deeply for them. And the post I did about what we learn from our pets is just truly amazing when you break it down and look at each pet and what they teach you, whether it be a cat, dog, bird, snake, anything. Those animals will teach you something. Okay, if you look hard enough and you feel hard enough, they will teach you a lesson. So again, transform the way you look at something. Yes, am I grieving? I am very sad. I miss her dearly. But on the other side of that, I do have to realize that I gave her a gift. She's not going to suffer. She's not going to be in pain. And she's not going to change her quality of life because she's not going to endure any of that. Um, you know, transforming the way you look at it is not as easy as it sounds, okay? Because I'm trying to do that while I'm going through the grieving process. And going through the grieving process, I am telling myself, because I know this, that this needs to happen and that needs to happen. I take a step forward and I take 2 steps back because I'm not allowing myself to go through that. So this is me telling you I'm allowing myself to feel the pain. I'm allowing myself to feel the feelings, but I'm not getting myself enwrapped so much in these feelings and getting so attached to these feelings because I know I have to move forward and I have to move on. So speaking of that, after you transform the way you look at everything, you'll thrive. You will thrive in life, I promise you. Every experience we have, whether it be good or bad, has a lesson to learn from it. It's a process that we all have to go through. And I have developed a program, which I'm going to be launching. It's called The Art of Thriving, Becoming the Master of your life. And it goes through all those processes: the acknowledge, the accept, the release, the transform, and the thriving. And each one of those processes helps you to heal after the grieving process of what you've experienced traumatically. So I will put a link to all of this, to this coaching program. It is a one-on-one coaching program. It's an 8-week course, 8-week program. It's specifically designed to tailor to each one of your needs. Each traumatic experience is one and the same. So I will help you to unravel all of the trauma and what you're still carrying around with you. And also, if you are grieving and going through something like that too, and you just need some personal coaching, feel free to reach out. Okay, but keep an eye out. I will be posting about my new coaching program, The Art of Thriving, Becoming the Master of Your Life. So I wish you all a blessed day, and thank you for all your heartfelt messages. They truly, deeply touch me. All right, everybody, take care.